Okay, I don't know if they're gonna allow us to reassemble here, and I don't know if anyone's gonna show up to reassemble. All right, Al. Okay, you're back. Okay, cool. I don't know what I finished my thoughts that I was doing. Jay Baba, Jay Baba. I finished my thoughts that I was doing. So if people couldn't hear or whatever in the end, I wanted to have a cohesive discussion on the topic and so on. Did you did you just get cut out at the end, Alan, or could you actually was some of what did I freeze up and cut out or uh because if I did it, maybe anyone has any questions or whatever, we could go on with that. Uh but otherwise I might if what I said didn't come through, okay, good. I go back. Oh, okay. 20 minutes. Oh God. Okay. So let's go into the main points that I said at the end there. Then, Alan, the parts are really relate. And let's move on to thoughts or questions. The point was two main points. One is name is I used an example, and that was when the grandson come through, uh, and it was like, oh, we're gonna name him. And Bodai came up. I was like, I looked up Bodai and Buddha, like the name, and so because that's one part. What name, right? Because we don't know our name. We come through here. So one thing that I thought was a really guiding thought for that, which I think you're in line with, is it said, oh, if you name a Bodhi or Buddha, then they're apt to end up as that, right? God realized, oh, if you name them to win the game, they're more apt to do it. That makes total sense, right? So, uh, I'm not saying your name is different than that. I'm saying, oh, like that little dude, Krishna, Krishna, get in line there. Like Krishna, he didn't want to get in line. He's Krishna, and Christ, Christopher. There's so many names, and there's so many. But if the name is treated like that, and that's their goal, that's the main point of the name. That's one part that I kind of want to bring up the principles of the two main parts. So the second part is, and any thoughts or question we can go into after this, but the second part is the person, right? The other thing on everybody's mind. Oh, well, what? But yeah, but if we do the birth certificate and the paperwork, and oh my God, that does does what? It just creates Cesta KV Trust, a sub corporation of the Inga We Trust that you can operate in commerce and so on. Uh, so it doesn't create anything more than person unless, right, that spell, which overtakes all of the humans and non-humans and everything, if that spell takes, well, then the person is more impressed you, right? But with parents and a loving family and community and so on, there to say, hey, that corporation isn't you. You're signed over here in this trust. You're with Jesus Christ, and they're reminded of that all the time, and that's who they are. And then all that got created that day was a person, and it can be useful. Hey, oh, you give me a free corporation to operate here. Oh, what a great place. Stuck in money prison where you have to use money. Oh, that's great. But it's useful. So, but is it useful? You know what I mean? With only 9 years left. So, it can be to play it out. It doesn't hurt to play it out. I mean, is it a threat to say that oh, well, you're saying they go on longer than 64 years? Wow. So, there's some special circumstance situations in here that, are rendered powerless if it's just a corporation. Who cares? Maybe it's useful one day. Maybe we'll just do it. It could be useful. They seem to want us to. So, oh, you want us to do? Here you go. Maybe we could need a passport for them. We're traveling, and that would make sense. See, that's useful. Uh, What is the difference between a birth certificate and a social security number? Uh, they're just 2 pieces that need just like you need a, a trust, right? The 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 birth certificate can be, right? It can be, "Oh, I'm signing up your soul with the devil," can be that, right? If there's no alternative, it is that, it functions as that, yes, because there isn't anything else. What? Gotcha, ha ha. Just a tiny little spell and we getcha. That's you, and then if you're told your whole life, that's you, that's you, that's you, that's you, that's you, no, that's you, the whole time, right? How is that not you? Uh, so yes, there's a piece of paper of that, it's like, oh, with the Declaration of Trust. Oh, yeah, you signed that. That's a piece of paper, and that was your sold your soul moment. Yeah. And the same can be true of the birth certificate thing. It can be. Totally. It is for almost everyone. Yes, yes. And social security number is like, okay, slave, here's your number. You're slave to the devil with the person in. Here's your slave number. Boop. That's for almost everyone. Yes. But if it's like, you know, I just went to the Secretary of State and created an LLC, that's not you. An LLC, it's not you. Even if somebody said, "That's you. You're an LLC," be like, "You're a moron." "No, I'm not." But you have the same reaction with a person now. "That's not me, idiot." "Oh my god, you think that's you?" "Oh, ouch." "Okay, see ya." You know, it's not. Can be a useful corporation even as a child or whatever. Get a passport, travel, But if it's not them and they're told their whole life by the ones that are raising them and love them, that child, that's not you. It's just a corporation. Don't worry about that thing or whatever. When it comes up, they're not going to fall into that trap ever. And then they'll learn so much. You mean there are people that are calling me this and telling me that's me? Yeah, don't listen to them. Oh, wow. So there's people I listen to and don't listen to. The child learns a lot in that process, you see? Uh, listen to people with God, they got proof. Like there's so many principles that this could be useful for a child. This, everybody's stuck in this situation, but you're not because it's just this and so on. So that's why the birth certificate. Yeah, you could get that soul all wrapped up, put to the ego we trust, except if the parents are like, nope, sorry, got you already signed up over here. That thing ain't got no weight whatsoever. Thanks for the gumball, Mickey. Thanks for the corporation. We'll take the free corporation, but you ain't got a child. That's with us and with God. Later. Uh the birth certificate has 2 days on it, the date you were born and the date your all caps was registered. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, got registered. Hey, the corporation has to go to the Secretary of State and be, oh, we'll accept that as a corporation. Sure. And that's just the process of creating a corporation. It has to go there and then that's it. Social security number is a document that adds you to the Susquehanna Trust. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it adds you to the financial system of that. You see, could be, right? Like I was saying, the birth certificate, hey, if you don't know no better, that's the part where your soul gets sold. You just get numbered on the your slave gets numbered, the corporation gets numbered and becomes interactive in the financial system, just the way your trust is not operating and it doesn't have no bank account. It can't until it has a number, right? Uh, EIN. So the same thing, it's a valid contract with God and all that, but it doesn't have no use or purpose in the financial system until that number is created. So same thing, why is that different on the other thing? It's the same. Same. Birth certificate has a mother and father's name. That's true. SSA is trustee of the Chesapeake Trust. Well, the guy we trust has a trustee, at least one. That's what we know from operating our own trust, that a trust, right? A Cessa KV trust is Uh, it doesn't you didn't sign up as trustee per se. No, no, there that word wasn't used. So, you know, that's just a sub corporation, or oh, did it sign up as sold? So then who's trustee of the guy we trust? But I asked in court, right? And they're like, get him. Uh, it's the devil, obviously. Obviously. Didi, when the state registers a birth certificate for newborns, they get approximately 250 for each infant baby. They get 40 to 34 trillion up to now, 55 years in. We're like, what is that? Oh, we're not to a trillion a year yet, but we will be soon. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get there at the end. 64 trillion, no problem. We're gonna get to the $64 trillion question. Oh, lights out. It is the money each person is expected to earn for them per lifetime. Oh, I've heard these things, you know what I'm saying? Uh, there's actuarial tables for everything, that's for sure, right? Life, death, blah, blah, blah. But are those actuarial tables relevant? Because they don't go, oh, you know, 2033. They don't do that, you know? But yeah, the tables, keep going. So, uh, what we're told, if an actual, and they know, if an actual aerial table was real, it'd be like 2033. Clink. But they're making all their choices like that. They're getting ready for the big finale. Living Ministry Church. The birth certificate is just a bond of bodily surety to the U.S. corporation for an alleged debt pledged by way of sole print of progeny. We are simply the authorized representative of an account that I don't see anymore. I mean, I think that that account appears to be the same as our Christian given name, right? Our Christian given name. Well, if God didn't give you the name, if Jesus Christ didn't give you the name, then how's it your Christian name? It is a good name that's given to you, though. I agree with that. But Jesus didn't give me. Jesus didn't give your name, probably. Uh, I don't know which. God gave me my name. That's for sure, because my paperwork is from 1961. That's from the time before time. So God gave me my name. Well, did God make a mistake on my paperwork? I don't think I is that possible? It's I don't think that's possible. So, maybe I'm but is it God giving out names for here, right? And this isn't our place, this is our prison, this is where we play the game. So aren't we just given a name of a character we're playing right now? That's what we're given. And so isn't that character also this corporation? So I'm not the character, I'm not the corporation. Like it's not your name. Get over it. You see? Get over that you don't know your name. It's not possible that you could know your name. It is impossible that you could know your name. It's not possible. It's impossible. So how could you give someone else the proper name if you don't even know your name? You see what I'm saying? And we fall back on the main principle of Mayor Baba, you got to do your best. That's it. And so, what's your best? Well, you name them to get to God. Let's name them Buddha or Jesus or you know something similar. Which obviously, you know, uh, the baby in question has a name like that. So, but so should all babies. Is the point? You see, name them for what you want them to achieve. That's it. But no, it's just a person. You're just creating a corporation, which isn't people and it isn't your name. So it's just, oh, I'm here in the vaudeville act. Or I'm on stage. Oh, you're what are you? One of the Sharks or the Jets? I'm one of the Jets. Okay, what character you're playing? I'm playing, Letty. It's like, okay, well, when you're not on stage, that's not your name. right? You know that. But you're on stage now. So what's your name? You've got your memory wiped. Accept it and like deal with that and accept that you've been giving up a lot of power by saying that's your name, and then someone could use your name and put that spell on you. I got a spell on you, right? That name now becomes a spell on you. Da da da, or it attaches to your name. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, well that's just a corporation, so that ain't me. And that's why the bailiffs couldn't chain me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And put me in a cage or nothing because I'm not what they say. I'm with Jesus Christ. I work for Him. I work for God. See you later. Okay. All right, Jack. Glad you made it back. People used to name their children after saints. Yes. Now they name them after demons. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, you want them to achieve what? the name should match that. It should be. It should. And that's not what people are saying about names. It's, oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that? They there's not much time left at all. So either someone's got a lot to do when they coming in through now, or they got a very little to do, you know? Uh so you wanna make it you wanna roll out that red carpet and make it like, no, here's your path. I'm not obstructing. Off you go, right back to God. There you go. This is how you know, help them as they go. That's what they say, that people named were named after saints, and often there's a Bible, like my brother's name is Mark of the Beast. Uh, but, you know, he was before the jump too. So God give out a whole bunch of character names. Everybody get to your places on stage. Go. And God's like, you God's is like the super voyeur, right? What are they gonna do? Go. uh, I don't think it's that complex a topic, honestly. Was this decomplexified, right? Just create a corporation. Soul's got to be all signed up and named, as best you can over there, uh, on a trust and with Jesus Christ. There's no subterfuge there. Straight up, the souls with Jesus Christ. That's it. There's nothing that can overcome that, especially if they're in a bubble of that's the truth and that's all there is, and that is the truth and that's all there is. So how could that soul get waylaid on the way back to God? Very hard to do. So, don't give the birth certificate and social security number and all that stuff any importance whatsoever. Why? If you begin to do that, then it achieves power over you. Don't allow it. It's just a person. So what? Oh, I can do bank count. I know the personal stuff. So do you, right? And so that's how it works, right? So it's not so much changing our situation because how could we? We can't leave the dome. This is our situation, but it's we have knowledge and experience, and that removes the power this place has over us, and we continue only with God's power over us, and it's only God's power over us. That's where we're going to God. You see, this we're not don't have anything here, right? Everything is in the trust, even if there's another 100 years or whatever. All the properties in the trust, and souls are in the trust, and people in the trust. It would play out the same way, right? But it's just a finite amount of time. So it is what it is. So I know that each individual here had to wade through a picture like, the giantest pile of leaves ever. And as, jumping into it, it's like we looked at a lot of pieces of paper, a lot of leaves, turned over a lot of leaves, right? New leaves, old leaves, and everything to find out the truth. But what's there? we realized they had a bunch of smoke and mirrors who were holding us captive by a bunch of BS and spells. We're just not going to give that to them anymore. You see, don't give them that power. They're powerless because what? Jesus Christ has all the power. We're with Him, and that's it. That's the end of the power. There is nothing past that. That's it. So don't equivocate ever. You see, I'm with Him. I'm with Jesus Christ. That's it. That's it. Yeah, but it's like no. It's like dude, where's my car? Was that what it is? Like they go order Chinese food. It's like, and then it's like, and then I wanted some of this, and then, and then, and then. There's no and then. Okay, just with Jesus Christ. Stop asking. Just so you start with that at the end. So there's no yeah, but and then. No, there's no over. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I made a person name, made an LLC. Who cares? Whatever. It doesn't. I'm with God. I'm with Jesus Christ. That's it. You see? Operate the trust. Your life is that. And then, oh, the child's life is the same. And that's it. It's very simple. You see? Don't give them or their documents any power that they want. Just remove their power and give it all to God, and then everything's fine. And that's actually real. I've experienced it, many other people have too, and that's the way to live, okay? But I know this is I heard this I heard this is on, uh, particular minds and many people's minds. So when it comes up with the lovers of God that can handle the truth, it comes up for everyone. So that's what I'm saying. Anyone could sign a trust. They could. The we could. I tell them to their face. You broke a rule. You. That's how you lost some weeks. But I'm telling you, you could break their book. I come over to this new book and bend your knee, and that's it. There's no going back unless I missed the snake or in the Matrix, right? I wish I had some real steak, but not me. I don't want those. I don't want a fake or a real steak. Just keep your steak. No, a steak through the heart. Back people are nothing but a worthless check. I feel that a lot too. But for the ones who are achieving the top result here, that's life. Like it's always the crabs are trying to pull us back into the pot. It never ends. It never ends for 1 second for me. And never a day goes by that they're not trying to pull me into the pot. And that's all I hear all day, every day. Nope. Your soul is not yours to sell. But if mentally that's where you are, then that's what happened. That's what I'm saying right here. You see, it is sold. If right? Oh, you got we trust follow all your rules. I mean, thou shalt not. Okay, and then we got all the rules for USA. I'm in. Okay, yeah, no, that's me. I'm gonna follow all those rules. I don't even know what they are. Okay, yeah, no, that's I'm good. Well, that's you sold. But later, you might come to the realization that what? That's not possible. Okay. Well, it was. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't, right? It's our soul never leaves God. So it really, but it's we were under the misconception and that's what trapped us in here. Whoever trapped us, some whole gang got us here. And the gang's all here. But we have to remove that trap. And I'm just saying it's not a trap, right? If it can't trap us, it's like, oh, there's a You know, that's the that's the tar pit right there, just walk around it. That's the tar pit, walk around it. Walk around the tar pit, put up a sign, walk around the tar pit, you know? You don't walk it doesn't trap you anymore. They're background actors, foreground actors there, that's it's everybody, pretty much in here, so we just we're acting too. It's our actions that produce the results we want. It's their actions that produce the results that they're saying. It is. So we're actors acting. That is true. I asked John the other day, how do you know I am human and not a background character? The point is, do you know? And like, you can't ask that question, right? You can't have that question and be a background character. That catapults you into the problem area of not being a background character anymore. Whoops. uh, by the intent in your heart. That's actually true because they don't have a heart. So what that creates, right? Oh my God, I can't do that. That's the seed planted that creates a heart. Yes. But in the end, you give up the script of the story and you're like, nah, I'm not the person. I'm gonna side with Jesus Christ. And Jesus would now you're gonna get a real heart. A fake plastic one. But no, that's Frank and Gina, whoever's over there. Yes, that's true. Judy, Satan makes you think you're selling your soul. Yeah, totally, totally, totally. But you're doing whatever the devil says on the log. So isn't that like, someone's paying you to do, you sold. I'll do what you said. So that's maybe by sell it. I sold, I'd do it, whatever it is. Should know them by their fruits. So I'm saying that's why I'm all about testimonials and proof here. Let me show you the proof. It's because that's the only thing that differentiates one from another. Oh, you have no fruits? No. I don't have any proof. Okay, well, that means you're with the devil. Okay. Well, no, I'm not, because no, you just told me you don't have any testimony, you don't have any outcomes, you don't have no proof, you don't have anything like that. So, no fruit. Exactly. Yeah, say it makes you think you're selling your soul, but you really are. Can't get out of you. It's up there in the firmament, your halo, your soul, your portal that gets you back to your soul, right? Oh, I'm talking to a family member lately who didn't murder themselves and have, oh, you went to the other side, you saw God. Like, congratulations. She's like, yeah, but I was going to kill myself. Then I woke up. I was like, yeah, can't kill yourself here. You'll wake up. You'll get found out. They know everything. You're watched all the time. She's like, starts to wonder, sure you want to be talking to me? I don't have the pity for that. I don't. Like, if you don't want to murder yourself because this place is hell, you don't understand where you are. And really, you haven't achieved anything spiritually. If you haven't gone through the dark night of the soul, like, yeah, of course you don't want to be here where you find out, wait, I'm in a dome prison, everyone's a liar, and everyone's lying to me my whole life. Uh, get me out of here. Wait, I could kill myself and just get out. Yeah, no. You have to have that thought. It's logical. Get me out of this crap pot where everyone is clawing at me. George Bonnefitter. May Mama, when the Atma returns to God after a long journey, it realizes it was God all along, and there was no journey. That's true. That's the instant when you get out of the dome. There's no time. You're like, oh, that ball right down there, that wasn't there. You're like, wait a second, that already happened. You're like, wait, I'm over here with God. Everything happened already. There's no time. It's like, no, that's exactly what you feel the first time out of the dome. Totally, totally a short, apt, concise description of your first visitation with God. Agreed. No probable area. Yeah, no, I agree. Frank's right on it with that. I agree. So these are the principles, and we kind of talked through them, but I think they are quite important in this. Yes, and it all comes back to your trust. I signed up. You're doing your best, and if a new baby come along, they're signed up in the trust, and you're doing their best, so you're doing the best to make sure they hear about God and are with God as much as possible mentally in their heart and in their daily life. That's what you're doing as mother and father. Of course, the people involved we're talking about are, of course, that's what they're doing because that's who they are. But it's important to kind of decode this and give them ease of heart and action as they do this, and anyone else that may, take this up or is in the process of raising children or whatever. George, got a friend who was homeless, super cold in Pennsylvania, and he had to sleep in a porta potty on a construction site. But then the worst happened. It snowed. He was locked in there for 2 days. Oh. So I hear what you're saying there, and it's really interesting what is going on right now because I mean I just would say if I was homeless, I'd probably put Jesus Christ's name on the door and walk in and let's see what happens. Period. Just what, but you know, do I listen? Listen. Should a general be in every single engagement in the war? Should they? Should the most knowledgeable individual be in every single engagement if there was a war in every war? Oh, hey, we're gonna do this. Oh, the general goes every time. Every time to everything, every time is involved in everything, right? And another way to think about it is should, let's say there's a basketball team, right? Should the coach of the basketball team always be a player coach? Should he always be he or she? Should the individual he or she, and there's a basketball team, should the coach always be one of the players? Always. Should they always be one of the players? Always. Well, wait, you why you there'll be reasons not to be, right? Well, it's a high school team, and so that would be the one of the coaches would have to be a player in high school. So maybe, or let's say somebody in middle school or whatever, right? Okay, you know, so someone in middle school would have to have the best grasp of, basketball. You'd probably be the best coach. Or maybe we just get something older, an adult, and they could be coached, right? But they'd be disqualified from play because they wouldn't be in middle school. They wouldn't be the right age group, right? So that's one reason, yes. Or it's a men's basketball team. Well, if a woman was coach, they couldn't be a player coach, right? Because it's men's basketball team. A woman couldn't play because of men's basketball coach, but they could be coach. Yes, yeah, they could be coach. Okay. Uh, and is it the best strategy, even if there were, not those type of reasons, like just reasons that wouldn't allow you to be a player coach? you know, so should I engage in every part of what we're told in the New Testament is a war for a soul, right? And their enemies. Should I engage in everything? Right? And should I? I was homeless when I was 19. I lived on a Truckee River bank for a week in the middle of winter. Yes, it was cold, so everywhere. See, the gift of the nothing. It's hard to be here and hear the truth without the gift of the nothing. So, you know, I put out what the method is, and it's been working for foreclosures. So I turn the other cheek and I see more happen. Like I decided not to sue the place where I was, I decided not to do this and that. Like, I'm just gonna turn the other cheek. Like, why? In the Bible, it's like, well, how many times should you forgive him? 7 times? Jesus is asked, and Jesus said, no, 7 times seven. You should be on the seventh plane and realize there's seven parts of many planes. You should forgive them all the way up to get you to 77 because they're the characters you play against in this war. So you forgive them the whole way, or you get stuck here if you can't forgive. Oh, wait, you were running a carnival and all you were doing was make it so I could go to the carnival and like with my soul at the Soul Carnival? Yeah, dude, we do this to everybody. We don't just do it to you. This is a God given order, so we do it. So, right? That's what's going on. So you have to forgive them. You forgive them 7 times 7, right? They're forgiven completely because they got you to the end of the path. That's who we're playing against. There can't be a game unless you have an opponent. So your opponent is like, "Oh, God says I have to play this game." There's no choice in the game. Yeah, no, God's like, "You're playing." It's like, "What?" Oh. But if you play the game and you win the game and you win the human race, do you still have to continue to run the race all day, every day? Or can you just say, "Hey, you know what? Maybe you could do this." I'm just saying, from my standpoint, if I run the whole race and achieve every single thing around the board of the game of life, right? Don't I? And I'm first on every single thing, then no one else can be first ever. How can you win your soul if I win every part of the game? How is that possible? Come on. In every Hollywood movie script, you notice the general walks through the battle zone while everyone is jockey, right? Exactly. I know I ain't gonna get hit. So that's why I can stand there. That's exactly it. I can stand there and not get hit by a single bullet, a sword, nothing. I can stand anywhere on this whole place. Stand anywhere. And it can't touch me. Can't die. No matter what. It can't happen. It's impossible. And so doesn't that give you an understanding of you're on the better team and they're actually on the crappy team, and you see what I'm saying? That's what the general's there for. It's like, hey, they can't win. Stand up. What's some the bullets can't hit you. Man, it just zim boom past my ear. I'm like, yeah, but you stand up and walk towards them, they can't shoot nowhere near you because they can't hit you. They're not allowed to. The general doesn't get hit because the enemy is not allowed to aim at him. Thank you. Unless I'm wrong. No, that's thank you. They can aim, but they can't pull the trigger. That's it. There are rules out there. Exactly. People think it's all a coincidence here. There's no conspiracy. Conspiracy means people are working together to make something happen. That's all it means. Of course, everything's a conspiracy. What? Reminds me of the trio Shadrach, Meshach, and I don't know this. Abednego. That's a new one for me, Frank. General doesn't belong on a battlefield. Once he is in the battlefield, the battle is over. Somebody says so. Very smart there. You see? So if I get in the battlefield and they can't shoot or nothing, I'll walk right up in there. Oh, hey, I'm gonna shake hands with, hey, devil, how you doing? Hey, good game. Leave. Actually, I want your seat. Move. That's what? It's over. Like we took the free houses. Cops are like, sir, could you please leave? Is there any is it could you Exactly. You were sitting in the furnace for not bowing to the whoops. Yeah, that's not good, you know? No, that's not good. Nice 50. No, I agree, Alan. Yeah. No, that's the point. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm in every battle, I ain't gonna win anything. That's Thank you, Dee Dee. That's a good succinct way to say it. Thank you. They emerged from the furnace with not so much As the smell of the fire. Yeah, sorry, no, we kneel to God, not to you. Whoops. Yeah, let's put a curtain up in front of those three. Erase the video. Next, Battle of the King. Dun, 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 dun. You still remember the names, man? We try to wipe them out now. Because they bow to Christ. Yeah, exactly. You only bow, yeah, you bow to God, and that's it. That's the point of our life. And that's when the ego sublimates, right? It dies because you can't get out of here on your own. You return to sender. Who put me in here? That's who could get you out of here, right? God. You're like, thank you, God. Then what? Everyone else is part of God? Okay, well, I bow to man. I bow to all of you. Happy travels. Or you're this is how you do it. I got 9 years left and I'm out. So if you have any questions, cool. But until then, what honestly, like me being on the battlefield is creating problems. You see what I'm saying? It's creating mega problems out there. I'm getting 3 tornadoes a summer now. Okay. Straight at me. And so much more that I just say, hey, yeah, no, maybe I don't win. Maybe I just remove myself. Hey, you all want to go back out there and see if you can take it? Maybe I don't walk back out there. Come on, come on, you. Who's left of the week? Get on out there. You think you still win it? Maybe somebody wants to go against you. What's the point of me doing it though? What's the point? All right, Lee. I am doing well. Thank you, Lee. I hope you do well too. Okay, so we diced it up. We diced up the name game. I think we tore it up and everyone come out the other side. Thank you everyone for going through this. It's a small community here of very important people, and we're all wrestling with our own individual situation. And my goal is these very few people that actually care about the truth and need the principles of how to live their life and get through this without making choices that bring them back here and reincarnate. I know you don't want to do that. I know all you do want to do is be with God. So I'm just trying to give you the information that allows you to do that. That's my only purpose. You don't have no other purpose. So be here in the body, none whatsoever. Jay, oh, got to tell everyone, I almost forgot. The other day, I come to an intersection. A cop on a motorcycle come fast up and stops real quick. So I motioned for him to go first, and he motions for me to go. And then, no, it's funny. We have these unusual circumstances that let you know who's who and what's what. That's what they're here for, to let us know who we are. And if you know who you are, then they're gonna have that reaction. You see, they can still read your mind and heart. They can't do that to me. But if you're not on the 7th plane, they know there's nothing that's hidden from them, nothing. So they know where you are, and they're constantly telling you where you are. And they are telling you that so you can see where you are, so you can move forward from there. That's why. Thank you, Jack. God has indeed blessed you and it turned all of us here. No, and we're all blessed. We're all right on the edge of getting out of here. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you can hear the truth and so on. So thanks for your feedback and everyone in here who's so close. I'm gonna have to kneel. I am gonna have to kneel in front of God again. And every single name is gonna go up here. And I am going to say I did my best. Because I did. And that's all I could do. So I'm doing my best. Thanks, Frank. He won't go. So go through the intersection because I prove yeah, that's funny. But that's the thing. It's like, no, no, you go. No, I'm in charge. You go, cop. You're not in charge. Go. It becomes fun. You direct. You direct things, or you become the general on the battlefield, you see what I'm saying? You do. You, why not? You sign your soul up with the power that exists here. If you ain't acting like that, you won every battle when you showed up on the battlefield. That's on you, because he's with you, and they got nothing. So you're always a general that wins every battle you step on it, or else you're gonna pray, and they lose. How bad do you wanna lose? You wanna hold me up? And that's the way you walk in there with God at your heart, like, you're forgiven. In fact, I feel sorry for you because this is where I'm coming today. Of course you're forgiven. You're about to be destroyed because I'm walking on the battlefield, you see? How are you not that? Come on. She said it is true. Well, how are you not that? If you wanna be that, then you're that day, every day, and that's what you are. And you why? Because that's you're not sovereign. So you knelt to who everyone must kneel. That's who you work for. So they got to kneel to you. That's it. Why? Because that's like you. I work for him. Show him the respect, or else I'm gonna pray for you. Okay. Lee, Charles, did you stop you? No, right? Or run away. It was so funny. No, it does get funny. You see, it totally changes. So understand you are the general on the battlefield. You're the only reason that they have a life or have a purpose or exist or anything to watch over us and play this game. And they did. Why would they be here without us being here? What? Only 7,000. Come on. Look at them all out there. This is the only reason. It's so funny. We have such crazy interactions ultimately that are like, can you just play the game the way you used to and make it so I kinda see it all the time? It's like, "No. You know, we know." And so they sort of like, we're on a smoke break around you because you already know everything up to here, so we're cool," you know? Like, they can just be themselves, you see what I'm saying? So they're forgiven. If they're not like, if you give them the rest of the time off and you're there and everything, what? You know, then, "Hey, how you doing, homie?" That's what I am with all of them, that drum circle, everything like that, all that, like, "Hey, hey." Like Gypsy, I don't know what happened to him, but he's like, "Man, everybody knows who you are." I was like, "Yeah, I know." He's like, "No, no, 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 everyone." I was like, I know." He's like, "No, dude, everyone." I was like, I know, but nobody acts like that, you know what I'm saying? But they do really, if you're the general on the battlefield. That's okay. There's no going back, right? There's no going back. The Nils Lofgren song, one of my favorite songs of his, right? I'm going back, right? Oh, that's he sang it, but it was someone else, famous songwriter song, going back. Uh, it's on the piano, Nils Lofgren. But yeah, a song called Going Back, because they're always in a ring, right? Was the zeros, they're going back, playing the same old character. Oh yeah, so I wanna be general, but I like being a soldier too. That's why I'm not being a general on the battlefield no more. I like being a soldier too, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm a general. So it's just a way out of here. You ain't no soldier no more. When you're not a soldier, you're a general, and that's it. You determine it. Up you go, up and out through the ranks. Enlisted, enlisted man or woman. Up you go, general, and off you go to God. I tend to play on a subtle play like Buddha. Yeah, we're gonna end that. Who's this guy, Gypsy? Oh, it's just a homeless guy that refuses to live indoors. It was in jail for 15 years. Nice guy. Lives on. First, she was living on Siesta Key, and then I was like, "Hey, man," which is really Casey Key extended. And I was like, "You might like it better down here. You live down there. We got the storms." And last anybody heard from him, he was on Facebook, and what's his name? Was the last one? Milton was rolling in, but I'm guessing he's in jail. Somebody brought that he's been in jail. He probably he just refuses. He won't go indoors no matter what. It don't matter. Not going to your house, nice friend. Not going to your jail. Not going under a roof. You know, he's never going to do it again. 15 years in a cage. That's his response. So he just, no, I'd rather die. God, like he was doing the same hack I was, but he was just sitting on the beach. Like, no, you can't, like someone in my family had tried, nah, somebody's gonna show up and stop you because they know everything. So I told him to, but I ain't seen him. So that's who. You want to walk slowly across the battlefield like then do it. Pray and do it. What? Do it. What are you waiting for? Why even if you go to court and you're gonna know you're gonna screw him over, you just pray for him, be on your phone and not even pay attention. What? You're at what? Oh, you know what I do when I go to court? Every time I haven't been a long time, but you know what I used to do? I don't know if I told that. I bring a book and just read like I'm bored and get a lot of reading done. Do. Sit there and be quiet. And okay, I'll just read a book then quietly. I'm paying attention to you. He's like, "Ah." Jack, I tried for 10 minutes to catch you in the beginning. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they just are so annoying. Isn't it? At some point, doesn't it become obvious? Anyway, everyone, I think this is a very important topic, I think, for everyone. And let's make it a turning point for Betty. Okay. We spent a good amount of time on this. I had to come back online again. It was so hard to see me, like Lee saying, and so on. We hung in there. We really diced this up, and I think we done it. So, and I've didn't you feel everyone progress spiritually in this? I did. Them hooks that they had in this about the diversity, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, let that go. Let the load go. It's just a corporation, and yeah, I'm on the battlefield. You keep an eye on them. Know what's something like you. Yes. Yeah, I need a driver's license. Okay, yes, sir. Let's help you out there, sir. Whatever. Get to work, right? Hey, if you're the general of the battlefield, hey, okay, I'm here to get this done. Get it done, right? I'm pray for you. I'm with Jesus Christ. I'm just here to. All right, everyone. Really, seriously, this I know this is a big topic, but I really wanted the weight to come off your shoulders and so on about this thing, and I need you to forgive them because if you can't, I can't get you out of here. Okay? They were playing a character, all these characters, and they were heinous to us and did all this evil stuff, and we beat them. We come by them, we see what they were. You're like, man, you had me, dude. This, that I on my end, it was real, totally real. Good job. Shake hands, be like, dude, you had me there for a while. Okay, but we're good. Good one. Okay, see ya. Game over. Dee Dee, the homeless people got terrified. A man pulls up to them and just, yeah. Not if God is watching over you. So everyone, you're the general on the battlefield here. You see what I'm saying? And you're with Jesus Christ, and Noah's sovereign, and you decided to be with the one every knee must bow and every tongue confess. You're it. Anybody walking around you, you got a question for them? They better answer right. They better act right. They better do what they're supposed to do. They better support your movement forward to God or going to pray for them. You're going to let God know this one ain't working, doing their job. And that's it. Right? You turn the other cheek, you just, oh, I got an issue. Let me let you know, pray for God. And if you're really trying to, screw me over here, I'm gonna pray for your death and so on. You want me to yeah, I'm just gonna straight up do it in your face. Get it together. No, sorry, sir. Yeah, yeah, I bet you are. Let's get it together. Okay? J Baba is a good way to end this. Everyone, God bless you. I'll see you next week. Thank you for the support. Um, I'm really having to my work is very hard, I don't think people can understand really until they're living it, you know? Some guy last night was, "Oh, how long were you out of power?" I was like, "A week." He's like, "Dude, it was even 2 days." I was like, "Yeah." Anyway, uh, but let's spread it out, and you can be a general too. Let's spread out the suffering a little bit, and, let's spread out "Hey, do this, do that," right? That's what I am all day long. "Hey, no. Yes, no, over there, here, there." Keep an eye on them, watch them, right? Let them know how they can improve. You're forgiven. Here's what you need to do. J Baba, God bless you, one and all. My voice is giving out. See you next Sunday.